Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to welcome back Sandy Ficca, a musician and drummer for the band Firefall. He's also started a foundation locally called Use Your Gift. Sandy, it's good to see you again. How are you today?
Good to see you again.
So before we get into all the business of Firefall and of course this foundation and how people can get involved with it, tell us about music and how you knew this is where you wanted to spend your life.
Well, I had a memory early on of going straight to a drum set in first grade. And then my dad wouldn't let me play, so fast forward a few years, I saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, and it was over. I knew from that moment I was going to be Ringo.
Okay.
And it just, I never stopped.
And wow, okay. And I think you told me earlier you were raised in the Tampa area.
Yes.
And so you met the band Firefall in Miami and took off from there.
Yes.
That's very exciting. You guys are still touring today.
Still touring today.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Not big tours like with tour buses or anything. We're pretty much weekend warriors.
Okay.
I think we would probably kill each other if we were on tour buses again. They're awesome when you're 20, but no, you know.
Gotcha, that's awesome. So tell us about the Use Your Gift Foundation. Tell us how that got started.
Well, it got started really by a girl wanting to do a senior project for high school. And she came to me or called me. I had an ad in the phone book for my studio, and she asked how much my rates were. I told her, and I could tell that it was still too much, even though it was really low. And so I called her back, and I said, "Look, I tell you what, give me $100, and I'll do your whole project." And like 6 months later, we were finally done. Wow. And I had a friend that was setting up foundations for daycare centers. And he goes, "Man, why don't you do, a foundation for the young artists that are starting?" And so I did, and it's been the best thing that I've ever done. Wow. I don't make much money, hardly any.
Right, but it's much more than that.
Yeah, and I mean, the kids, it's so great working with them because they're so passionate about what they're doing and love their songs, and it's just, that energy is awesome.
Yeah. So tell us about the event coming up in just a couple days on Thursday.
Oh yeah, Thursday night at the Criterion, 7:30. We do our fundraiser show every year around this time, and this is our 5th anniversary, which is just completely hard to believe.
Wow.
And every year has been sold out. This area, the people around here have just been really, really great to us. And this year, I'm bringing back Firefall. We started the whole thing 5 years ago. So Don Hurley from Cool 103 said, "Hey man, bring Firefall back since it's your anniversary." Yeah. And then I asked a bunch of people who their favorite opening acts had been. And the Fret Drifters, who are getting really popular in the area, they were hands down the best, the most popular. So I have them opening the show, and I also have, as always, one of the Use Your Gift artists, a young lady named Hannah Sarganis, who is just amazing. She's 17, senior in high school, and writes all her own stuff, pretty much produces it. And she uses Pro Tools. She brings me her hard drive, and I just load it into my computer and say, "Okay, do what you got to do," But no, she's really, really good. And the second place in the popularity opening act was B Wishes, who I play with in Colonel Mustard. She has a small group of kids, like a choir, that she does. And they were on, I think, 2 of the shows. But they're going to be in the lobby this year singing while people come in.
Oh, very nice.
And so it's going to be a really, really nice night. There are a few tickets left.
Okay. People want to get on that right now. Where can they go get tickets? Should they buy them at the door, or they probably want to get them now?
You can go online at criterion.org. I'm not dealing with that. I got enough to deal with.
Yeah. You got to put on the show.
Yeah, you can get them online, or you can go to the box office on Bartlett Street there, right behind the Criterion.
All right, very cool. Well, Sandy, congratulations on 5 years. Good to see you again. Thank you so much.
You too.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.